everyone, this is Ruby with Queen of T-Shirts. Today I am coming to you, I'm not going to be long, but we are going to be doing the DTF hack on a black shirt today. I do want to ask you guys before we even get started to go ahead and like and share this video. Make sure you click on the notification bell so when I do go live or upload new videos, you will be notified. Today we are going to go ahead and do that DTF hack on a dark shirt. Now, also, I wanted to let you know I had a lot of questions on what type of printer I have, what printer I converted, also what type of ink I was using. I am going to try to answer those questions today for you. What I'm actually using is a Epson 7710 printer. That is my Epson 7710 printer that I converted into a sublimation printer. Now below that, I do have another printer, which I'm going to show you, is my Epson 7720 printer. The top one is the 7710. And my 7720, I just converted that into EcoTank printer, EcoSolvent printer. But these are the printers that I'm using. I do have another one right behind me. That you'll see that that is my back there. That is my Sawgrass printer that we're going to be using today. We're not going to be using the sublimation printer. The Sawgrass is a sublimation printer as well, just to let you know. It is a Sawgrass 500. This printer actually prints from 8.5 by 11 to 8.5 by 14. 8.5 by 14 is a legal size paper. The items that I will be doing today is going to be at least 8.5 by 11. So we are going to be working out of the Cricut Design Space today. And if you have a Cricut Design Space, you know there was a upload on Cricut Design Space where now you can print larger size pictures and design larger size pictures in Cricut. So today, like I said, we're in Cricut Design Space. I am going to be doing this little boy as well as this little girl. We're going to be, I have already uploaded the pictures. If you're not sure how to upload, when you get into Cricut Design Space, you will actually just go and upload your image and it will bring up your files that you have saved on your computer. And you would just go to browse and it should bring up your file where you have loaded, whether you loaded it on your desktop or on your hard file. So since this has been loaded already, I'm going to go ahead and cancel this. Brought me back to my page. Now, what I do want to show you, I'm going to change this back. I'm going to change this back to a print and cut. Yeah. I'm going to change these back to a print and cut. Now, how you do the print and cut. I brought my design into Design Space, uploaded it. So in order to do the DTF hack, you are going to have to use vinyl. Now, I will show you at the other table what type of vinyl I have and what I'm going to be using, what I cut out. This design I have set at 8 by 7. And that's going to go on the youth size shirt. All my designs are going to be going on youth and kids size shirts. So this particular design I have 8 inches by 7 inches. So I have to cut out the vinyl to put this picture on top. Now, in order to do that and to have the vinyl and the picture the same size, what I did was click on, if you go over to your layers panel, you're going to click duplicate, and that's going to duplicate the picture. I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. It's going to come in the same size. See, this one is 8.5 by, 8 inches by 7. This is 8 inches by 7. You can tell by this here. So now what I'm going to do, since I duplicated this picture, I am going to change this. Go up to operations, and you're going to change it to basic. That is just going to be, this is what's going to be cutting out your vinyl. This part is going to be cutting out your vinyl. This is the part that you're going to print. I need to do him the same way. This is going to go on a 4 t-shirt, which is going to be on a dark shirt, is what I'm going to show you how it's going to look. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate him. There we go. I'm going to bring him down. And then I'm going to turn him into a basic cut. Remember, you go up to operations and go to basic. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to send this to my Cricut. Actually, I'm going to send these to the printer first. So you're going to click on Make It up at the top. Now it's going to come out on separate. Oh, it actually came in this way. So I can actually, what I'm going to do, because I do want it to print on 8.5 by 11. We are going to be using our DTF paper to print this on. Because remember, this is a DTF hat. So we're going to be using the DTF paper to print this on. So what I'm going to do is change where it says the paper size here. I'm going to change this to 8.5 by 11. And so what it did, it separated both pictures. Now, if you look and see, this has to be in the frame of this, of the lines that say it, and it needs to be in the frame. So hopefully this prints out. I think it will, because the picture is in the line. It is in the frame line. Okay, so I do need to mirror this. I'm going to go ahead and click mirror, and I'm doing that from Cricut. I'm going to go ahead and click on the second picture, and I am going to go ahead and click mirror on this as well. And here's the little section here where you click on mirror. Now I'm going to go to my basic cut, because remember, this is going to be the vinyl. We always want to mirror the vinyl. Always want to mirror your vinyl. And it's going to go on a 12 by 12 mat. So I'm going to go ahead and mirror this. And then the second part, I'm actually going to go ahead and put it on the same mat, because this can fit. So how you do that is click at the 3 dots up at the top. It says Move Object. I'm going to move. Click Move. I'm going to move it to the mat that I have the first one on. I'm going to click that. It'll give you the check mark. It's going to ask you to confirm. I'm confirming it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move him down over here, so I don't waste any vinyl. They'll just be on the same vinyl and be cut out on the same vinyl pad. So once I click OK or continue, it's going to go ahead and it's loading up, because I do have to send the first part to my printer. And remember, I said I was going to use the Sawgrass printer. So I'm going to send it to that. Now, I don't want the basic cut. This is what it says, set basic material. That's not what I want. I want to actually print and cut this. So you have to make sure you click on this to print and cut. So I'm actually going to just send this to the printer. Now we're not going to be cutting out the DTF paper. We're not going to cut out the DTF paper, but we are going to cut out the vinyl. So I'm going to go ahead and send that to the printer. Right now it's set as my 7740 regular printer. I'm going to actually take this off and I'm going to say my Sawgrass SG500. I am going to click on dialog box because it's going to come up behind everything, and that's where I would do all the controlling from that box. I'm going to take off the bleed on this because I don't need it. And my dialog box should be coming up. It's behind here. Once I hit print, it hasn't come up yet. Let's see here. There we go. I guess I didn't click on it hard enough. So it's going to come up. It popped up. And now I already have the paper in the printer. But before I do that, I do need to go ahead and get the DTF powder ready. And I'm going to switch the camera over so you can see it. So I'm going to remove the shirts. These are the shirts that I will be doing. This is a small petite shirt. They're both small petite shirts that I'm going to be doing. Yeah, they're both the same size. And this is the little kid shirt I'm going to be doing. So I'm just going to move this to the side until I'm ready for it. But we're going to get set up for the DTF powder. I do need to put a piece of paper down here because it can be a little messy. And I'm just starting step by step and getting this done. Okay. So I have a pan underneath this. This is the DTF powder. And you're just going to use this pan here. Now, make sure your area is ventilated. I have the ceiling fan going on, but now I'm going to print the picture only because I don't want the ink to dry up. As you can hear the machine, but I also need to get another one together, and I wanted to show you. This is the glossy side, which we're not printing on. I have to put a piece of paper behind it so that it will go through my printer because it's so thin, and the printer will jam. So I'm putting a piece of masking tape on this. Okay, so that picture has printed out. I'm going to get it in just a moment. And this is how you do it. You just put a piece of extra tape on here. And let me go ahead and get the powder on this. This is how the picture looks. You're going to take your powder I'm going to take about 3 scoops. I think it's covered enough. As you can see, she's covered in powder. I'm going to go ahead and put her up under the heat press for 3 minutes. I'm using 385 degrees for 3 minutes, and then so that it can cure. 385 degrees for 3 minutes. And you want to make sure you raise up your heat press so that it won't, let's see here. I'll show you here. Okay, so make sure you put down your heat press so that you won't, so it won't sit down on your picture. So I'm going to show you how I did that. Just moving stuff out the way. Bring the camera over. And forgive my junky room. Okay, so what you're going to do, make sure you put some paper down. I've already raised up the level, this level here. Let me show you. This here. It actually, you should have one on your heat press. It actually should go all the way up. Make sure you bring it all the way up. And you're going to see that it's not going to sit down because your fingers can go between it. Mine's is up. I'm going to set my timer for 3 minutes. And she is just about done. Now, I want to show you here, it is hot. See how glossy her face is? That's how it's supposed to be. It's just a little bit where you can see a little bit powder here. I'm just going to let her hang off a little bit and put her down for another minute. Take her off. And we're just going to put her to the side until I'm ready for her. She's all set. So now we can actually take off this paper. And this is just an 8.5 by 7 piece of copy paper that I had to put on the back so the machine will know. We're going to go ahead. I've already put the powder on this one. And it looks like he's completely covered. And we're going to put him up under the machine here, up under the heat press. Let me see, I want to make sure this is, because we're going to cut these marks off here. We're going to cut that off anyway. And I'm going to go ahead, put him up under the heat press. And we're going to do 3 minutes. Okay. In the meantime, we're going to get ready to do, I'm just cutting around her, cutting this off. So, just cutting that off a little bit, but I do need to hit it again with the press. I am going to go ahead and do this. I'll do this one. I'm going to put the tape down. And this is just masking tape. And you always want to put the shiny side on the down on top of the paper. Okay. Now just folding it over so that the printer can actually catch it because it's so thin. The printer gets, the printer won't print it out. So that one's ready, and then I will get the other one together to cut out. I got about 9 seconds left on that. But I think this turned out pretty. Okay, my timer gone off. And looks like he's all set. I don't think I need to do him anymore. He turned out really good. He turned out really good. So I think I'm just going to do her headphones. That's the one that still has the powder on it a little bit. Let me put that on for just a minute. And then we'll get Cricut together so it can cut out the other design. So I'm going around him and just cutting off the black. Just cutting off the black. It's going to look good on the baby shirt. So as you can see, this is him. So we're just going to set him to the side. I am now going to use, so I have two different types of HTV. This is the HTV clear. I want to move this out the way here until I'm ready to use it again. Move that to the side. So you're going to need your standard grip pad or the blue one. That's the pad that doesn't grip as much. But because I've been using these pads over and over again, it's not going to grip that much. So the shiny side goes down on the pad. The matte side goes up. So we're just going to go ahead and line it up. And I may have to put a little tape down. A little masking tape down. Okay. I'm just gonna, I probably don't need to. I think it's sticking. So let me open up the Cricut machine. I'm gonna go ahead and load this into the machine. I'm gonna click that light with the arrow on it. Now the C is going to blink. I'm gonna go ahead and click the C. It's gonna load it and it's gonna start cutting it out. So it may take a couple of minutes to do that. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get my other design ready to print out. I am going to go ahead and put the HTV vinyl on this one. Now this vinyl is a white vinyl that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using this white vinyl. And this is going to be for the other design. So, and again, the vinyl, the white vinyl, it's the shiny side down, the matte side up. So I'm going to go ahead and, now this matte is very sticky here. This is Cricut. I must have cut it Cricut. Let's do it this way. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put some tape down on this too, at the ends of it. Just right at the end. So this mat is ready. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and send her to the printer, and then we're going to get ready to weed out this other part here. But let me go ahead. I mirrored the design on both. Let me go back up to her. She's mirrored and that's mirrored. Okay, so we're going to send her to the printer. And then we're going to put her up under the heat press. And I'm going to change this to my sawgrass, take off the bleed, use the dialog box, and it's preparing it for me. Click on that. And now I'm going to go ahead, send it to the sawgrass, and my dialog box should be coming up. My print manager box. You may not be able to see it, but I can see it. And I'm going to go ahead and hit print. Okay, so she's already printed out, as you can see. I'm going to move her and him over. We're going to go ahead and put some powder on this. Get the powder before it dries up. And the powder that's in this pan, we are going to put it back in here. I put about 3 scoops on this. Looks like she's covered. She's fully covered. As you can see, she's covered. So I'm going to put her up under the heat press for about 3 minutes and let that cure. My timer on. Okay, so we are done with this powder. I am just going to go ahead and put it back into this container. And it can be very messy, guys, so that's why I have the extra paper down. I also have a strainer because I am going to need to strain it because I see like little black specks in it, and you don't want that on your Design. Get back up under the table here. And you can see the white powder here. So I'm going to get some cleaner to put down here to clean this off. Some wipes so we can go ahead and clean this off. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut out the HTV. I'm going to cut out the HTV for this one. I'm going to check and see how this did. And so this one actually did really good, as you can see. Got 3 minutes. That's all it takes is 3 minutes up under the heat press. So I'm just going to go ahead and tear this off here from the paper. And we will cut around this in just a moment. And we'll get ready to put that on. him first. So we're going to lint roll him. And then we're going to do a slightly getting the moisture out. This has a lot of lint on it. And everything I'm using in this video will be below the video, links to it. I am affiliated with Amazon, so if you purchase something, I appreciate you click on that link. I'm also affiliated with Fabrica as well for the pictures. So we are going to go ahead and get the moisture out of this shirt. I am going to turn the camera around so that you can see and get the moisture out of this shirt. And this is a kid's shirt. This is a size 4. Pressure's too much pressure. Just for a few seconds. Just for a few seconds. Then what I'm going to do, I am going to crease it in half so I can get my middle point here. Just getting my middle point. Pressure's still too strong, a little bit too strong. A few seconds. Okay. Now, I have my middle point right there. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put him down. This is the one I'm going to use. And this is him. We are going to match him up. And make sure he's even. Oh, I see I have a little piece right there I got to get out. And his arms. I'm glad I did that. Okay. So we are going to put him down. And we're only going to do this a few seconds. Because we don't want to put it down all the way. Because we still have the DTF to put down. So what I'm doing is just creasing this just to find my middle point on this. And I'm just going to do 2 fingers down. From his head, 2 fingers down. He looks to be straight. Hopefully you can see he looks to be straight. And I'm just going to take some paper, get some thinner paper. And I'm just going to put it over here. I'm only going to do it for about 5 seconds. And this is a cold peel. This is a cold peel. So I'm going to put him to the side. And I am going to, I'm going to work on the other one. And let's work on the pink shirt. I want to do the pink shirt or we are going to do small petite. They're both the same size. I think I'm going to do the orange for that one. So Just going to get the moisture out. Up. Got a lint roll. I was trying to lint roll, but sometimes I do forget. Got a lint roll. There was a lot of lint on this. Okay, now, just getting the moisture out. Just getting the moisture out. And I am going to do this in half. Fold it in half to get my middle point. Just for a few seconds. And she is going to go on the orange one and she will go on the pink one. Okay. That's done. So now you should see the middle part. And we are going to, just for him, we are going to do her. And I'm basically, what I'm doing is just getting my middle part on this here. So I can put down. And I'm just doing 2 fingers since this is a smaller shirt. I'm going to do 2 fingers up to the hair part. I'm going to move this over. Hopefully. Yeah, I think she's her a little bit more. I think she's good. Now I'm going to go ahead and put just a thin sheet over this for about 5 seconds. And this is a cold peel as well. And the last one I'm going to do is for this picture here. And I need to go ahead and cut around this. So I'm letting her cool off. And I'll probably go ahead and do this one. Pull this one off. Do it from there. Actually, I need to tack it down a little bit more. It's coming up. We're going to try this again. And where's my paper? It said it was a cold peel. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a hot peel. We're going to try. Let's see. I think it's a cold peel. I honestly think it's a cold peel. Okay. Trying to do too many things at one time. Let's try this one. Okay. Okay, so they're both done. I'm going to face him down. And I'm just going to place him down. You don't want to put the heat tape directly onto the picture. Okay, so he's placed down, and we're gonna press that. Let me get her together. And we're gonna line her up. I think I got it. We're gonna put some heat tape on her. And then I'm gonna do the other one before I press these. And we're gonna put the white vinyl first. And we're gonna do it the same time for me. Let me go ahead and kind of crease this a little bit at the top and the bottom. And use my 2 fingers. Since this is a kid's shirt, 2 fingers. And get there. Fold there. And fold right there. Okay. Okay, that looks to be about even. Did I lint roll this? I don't think I lint rolled this. Let me do this. I don't think I lint rolled this one. I did. Guys, I am really tripping. You gotta lint roll it. There's some stuff on here. You don't want to have the blue fibers on it. So, I'm going to go back over here. It's my middle, this is my middle. 2 fingers. Like this. And right there. And right there. Okay. I think it's even. Now we're going to just put this over there for 5 seconds. 5 seconds. And we're going to let this cool, and then we're going to go ahead and press the other shirts. Okay. Let this cool. And we're going to go ahead and press the other shirt for a full 20 seconds. Because you're going to put this over here. 20 seconds, and this is going to be cooling. Okay. We're going to bring him over here. And we are going to do her. For 20 seconds. We're going to go ahead and peel this back. It's still warm. It's still a little warm. This off. And you can definitely tell a little difference, but we're just waiting on that to cool off. And we can go ahead and get her together. And I'm going to face her down. Line up the letters. Now remember, we did this. Let's see, I'm going to put some powder on it. Remember, we did this in the same size. All we did was duplicate the design so it can cut out the same way. That's all we did was duplicate the design. I don't want that directly on there. Okay, now we're going to put her down and do her for 20 seconds. Okay, we're going to bring him over and we're going to take this off. Now, there's a difference to me. There's a difference. This off, and we're going to let her cool. Okay. Now, I want to show you. Half his eye is still on. And I think it's too dark using this particular vinyl, the clear vinyl. Had I did it with the white vinyl, it'll be different. I'm going to do another one with the white vinyl. But I think it's too dark. So I'm going to go ahead and do some parchment paper on this to take the shine out. But we will do another one so you can see the difference. Just for a few seconds for this one. And this takes the shine out. And we'll take the parchment paper off in just a moment. But some of a little bit of the DTF stayed on. But I think that doing the dark shirt, you have to use the white vinyl. On a dark shirt, you have to use the white vinyl instead of the clear vinyl. This is clear vinyl. So that was just a test, just to let you know that you have to use the clear vinyl. As you can see, this did not come out the way I thought it should come out. So this is my test part. We're going to redo this on a dark shirt again, but on the white vinyl. And we're going to compare it. Now let's go ahead and take this one off. No, take this one off. This one here. That's the one we get. She was on that clear vinyl too. And as you can see, she's a little bit orange on that clear vinyl. So, anytime that you're working with darker shirts, you want to use the white vinyl instead of the clear vinyls. And I'm going to show you what I mean. Let me go ahead and take the shine off of this one. Going to get some parchment paper. Just for a few seconds. Okay. I'm going to let that cool off. And this is the pink shirt. Give me just a second. I am a little sweaty here. It's hot up in this room. And this is the pink one. This is on the white vinyl. As you can see, it came out great on the white vinyl. Let's show you. This is on the white vinyl. Look how vibrant those colors is on the white vinyl and on a pink shirt. So let me take the shine out of this one. So these two, I think we should have used the white vinyl. Let this cool off. These two should have been done on white vinyl. We were just testing to see how the clear vinyl would work out. So the clear vinyl is for more so if you're going to be sublimating on a white shirt, you would use the clear vinyl. If you're going to be sublimating and doing DTF, you should use the white vinyl. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. And this turned out perfect. This turned out perfect. This shirt turned out perfect. I can pull it and stretch it, and it's not going to crack. It's not cracking at all. Now, I am going to test, the next video, I'm going to test sublimation instead of DTF. I'm going to do sublimation on the vinyl and see how that turned out. So, what you're going to need to do, if you want to sublimate or if you want to do DTF on a color shirt, you are going to need to get the white vinyl. This is the white vinyl. If you want to do DTF on a light shirt, you are going to get the clear vinyl. This is the clear vinyl. And that's on 100% cotton. We are going to test this out on a 100% cotton shirt using sublimation. So that is in the next video. So I have two that fail, but they still can wear it. Kids still can wear it. Two that fail. You can barely see him on this, only because I used clear vinyl. Had I used white vinyl, then perfect. It would have been perfect. As you can see, this one I used white vinyl on. And this is the black shirt. I used white vinyl on this. And you can see it very clearly. These both were used with white vinyl. This one was used with clear vinyl. And you can tell the difference. They both were used with clear vinyl, white vinyl. Thank you for your support and watching. Make sure you subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and click on that bell to be notified. I do upload videos once a week. If you like the contents in this video, leave me a comment. If there's something you would like to see, let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to go to my website, which is queenoft-shirts.com. Until next time, guys, keep being creative.